I found during my 60 years of life, the most difficult thing is to get on with people. Would you agree with that? In your own marriage, you think you know somebody, but do you really? Now, someone posted on Facebook about me I'm a narcissist. Well, I've got every right to be a narcissist, actually, because my father left me when I was 16 years of age. I saw my mother die a slow death. I think she was 53 years of age when she died. But I moved on. I forgave my father, spent many hours with him watching rugby, and didn't hold it against him. I've done a great study in the last few days on narcissism. I'm not a narcissist, okay? When things were getting on top of me recently, I said to the Lord, just take my life away, Lord. But the Lord revealed to me, hang on, I can use you. Now, the common factor with narcissists, now it goes back to the Greek guy who saw his reflection in the water and fell in love with himself. All of us need to love ourselves and respect ourselves, but we have to draw a line where it becomes like a compulsive thing of loving ourselves. We have to respect ourselves first before we can help others. For example, a lifeguard needs to be very skilled before he can save other people from drowning. Or those people he tries to save could bring the lifeguard down and drown him. Now, in my life experience in Jehovah's Witnesses, which I've resigned from, as you know, 4 people have physically assaulted me. 4 people have physically attacked me. All of them Jehovah's Witnesses. And the common factor is this: they were screwed up in their childhood. When I was abandoned at 16 years of age by my father, I moved on and tried to reach out to other people. But the 4 people that attacked me physically have never moved on. For example, in January this year, 2012, I welcomed into my home a Jehovah's Witness. And when I was sleeping one night, he being high on alcohol, antidepressants, now he was 20 years younger than me, did that to me. I was off work for a month. Now, he was brought up as a Jehovah's Witness, but his father used to really bear down on him. For example, he used to wet the bed. I won't name him, so this video should be okay, and call him Dirty Duck. Dirty Duck. And he had massive psychological issues. But I could, with all the love I showed this guy, with all the love and attention, this Jehovah's Witness, I couldn't cure the damage done. Yeah? Great song, that, Neil Young. The damage done. Do you know Neil Young? I've always tried to reach out to people. But you see, if people are screwed up in their childhood, you cannot rectify that unless they themselves are willing to adjust. The other sign of a narcissist is someone who tries to dominate a conversation. The guy who broke my jaw always dominated the conversation. You couldn't get a word in edgeways. Yeah? It's a strange psychology, this. For example, someone who's raped in childhood can become in later life a rapist. It's weird. As I said, in my 60 years of life, I'm starting to really fathom human psychology. And when I saw this post on Facebook that I'm a narcissist, no, I'm not. I'm learning to respect myself. I'm on my own now. My wife died recently. To get some value in my life, to reach out to others. That's why I went on YouTube. I didn't go to YouTube to gain friends or gain glory for myself. I wanted to reach out. That's why I joined Jehovah's Witnesses, to help other people. Then realized it was a lost cause because they're teaching rubbish, you know, the JWs. That's the two things about a narcissist. Remember these points. They're damaged in childhood, are not willing to move on, and they will dominate you in their talk and their speech. They won't let you get a word in edgeways. Have you met people like that? Don't let people put you down. One of my favourite mottos in Latin is nil bastardi carborundum. Nil bastardi carborundum. The Latin word carborundum means grind you down. Don't let them grind you down. Everyone has got self-worth. Establish your own self-worth. Listen to other people. But, a big but, compare what they say if you are a Christian with that. Okay. And if the ring of truth is not in your ears, move away from them. Move away from those people. If you've tried to help them and they are still trying to dominate you, move away. As I said, it's uncanny. The 4 people that attacked me physically in Jehovah's Witnesses, when I was one, all had massive childhood issues which they didn't move on from. I had massive childhood issues, but I moved on. I forgave. In fact, in recent times, the last few months, I've tried to make peace initiatives and it's been thrown in my face. As far as it depends upon you, Romans 12, be peaceable with all men, but, big but, don't keep casting your pearls before pig-headed people, because they will turn around and rip you open. Learn to love yourself, but not to the degree of you becoming narcissistic. Get self-respect. Your evaluation does not depend on human beings. It depends upon God, who loves you and me more than any human could possibly do. Don't let men or women dominate you. Ecclesiastes says, man has dominated man to his own injury. Our self-worth does not depend on the evaluation of human beings. And in the informative years, up to the years of 5, the personality is formed. And it's very, very difficult to correct that in people unless they're willing to correct it. Too many people use their childhood and their genetic code, for example, as an excuse and won't move on. Look, we all carry a degree of madness, if you like. We have 6,000 years of sin and failure from our father Adam on our shoulders. Would you agree? It weighs us down. But Christ came to raise us up. So continue to give, but always hold back that element of self-worth. Don't let people grind you down. You're worth more than you realize. Yes, we're all dust. We're all dust. But in God's eyes, we can be gold dust. Don't let people assess you and possess you. As James Taylor sang, they'll hurt you, they'll desert you, they'll take your soul if you let them, but don't you let them.